Imagine standing on the edge of a humid, emerald-green mangrove forest. The air is thick with the scent of salt and damp earth. All around you, the roots of trees twist into the water like skeletal fingers. Above, the canopy is alive with the hum of insects. A bright green beetle lands on a leaf, dangling just a few feet above the surface of the river. It feels safe. It is high above the water, far out of reach of any snapping jaws. But then, something happens that defies the laws of nature. A thin, high-pressure jet of water streaks through the air like a silver bullet. It strikes the beetle with the force of a tiny hammer. The insect is knocked clean off its perch, tumbling into the dark water below. Before it can even twitch its wings, a small, silver fish with bold black stripes swerves toward it and gulps it down. You have just witnessed the world's most unlikely sniper. This is the Archerfish, a creature that has mastered the art of ballistics to survive in a world where the best food stays out of reach. To understand how incredible this is, we have to look at the world from the fish's perspective. Most fish spend their lives looking for food that is already in the water. Smaller fish, worms, or shrimp. But the Archerfish decided to look up. It saw a world full of succulent spiders, crickets, and flies sitting on overhanging branches. The problem? It couldn't fly, and jumping out of the water is risky and burns too much energy. So it evolved a weapon. The Archerfish doesn't just spit, it shoots. Inside its mouth is a specialized groove along the roof of its palate. When the fish wants to fire, it presses its tongue against this groove, creating a narrow tube, much like the barrel of a rifle. By suddenly snapping its gill covers shut, it forces a powerful burst of water through that tube. But it's not just a random squirt of water. The Archerfish can actually shape the water as it leaves its mouth. It makes the end of the water stream travel faster than the beginning. As the water flies through the air, the back of the stream catches up to the front, bunching together into a heavy, high-velocity slug of liquid. By the time it hits the target, it isn't a spray, it's a solid punch. However, the power of the shot isn't the most impressive part. The real genius lies in the math. Think about the last time you looked at a straw in a glass of water. The straw looks bent or broken right at the surface, doesn't it? This is called refraction. Light bends when it moves from water to air, which means that what the fish sees isn't actually where the bug is sitting. If the fish aimed directly at what it saw, it would miss every single time. Yet, the Archerfish calculates this optical illusion in a split second. It knows exactly how much the light is bending and adjusts its aim accordingly. It's performing complex physics calculations instinctively, faster than a human could do them on a calculator. And it doesn't stop there. The Archerfish has to account for gravity, which pulls the water drop downward as it travels. It also has to account for the distance. These fish can hit a target with pinpoint accuracy from up to 6 feet away. To a tiny fish, that's like a human hitting a target the size of a coin from across a football field using nothing but a mouthful of water. The precision is terrifying. If the insect is larger, the Archerfish simply fires a bigger, more powerful bullet by moving more water through its mouth. It gauges the size and weight of its prey and adjusts its firepower to match. The hunt itself is a masterclass in suspense. The Archerfish cruises just below the surface, its large, mobile eyes constantly scanning the leaves above. It is a patient predator. It doesn't rush. When it spots a target, it maneuvers its body into a near-vertical position. This reduces the amount of refraction it has to deal with, making the shot cleaner. It stays perfectly still, fighting the current of the river with tiny flicks of its fins. The tension builds. The beetle on the leaf is busy cleaning its antennae, completely unaware that it is being tracked by a living weapons system. Then, in a fraction of a second, zip, the shot is fired. What's even more fascinating is that Archerfish are not born with this skill. They aren't born as master snipers, they are born as students. Young archerfish start by shooting at small targets close to the water. They miss a lot, but they watch the older, more experienced fish in their school. They learn by observation and practice. They refine their aim, learning how to lead a moving target and how to judge distances. Over time, they become part of an elite group of hunters. But the mangrove is a competitive place. Just because you shot the bug doesn't mean you get to eat it. The sound of the water hitting a leaf is like a dinner bell for every other fish in the area. As soon as the archerfish fires, it doesn't wait to see if it hit the target. It starts racing toward the spot where it expects the bug to land. In many cases, the fish can predict the landing spot of the prey in less than 1/10 of a second. It is a race against its own siblings. Sometimes, a thief fish will watch a hunter, wait for the shot, and then steal the falling insect before the shooter can get there. This creates a high-stakes environment where speed is just as important as accuracy. Imagine the sheer evolutionary pressure required to create such a creature. In the muddy, murky waters of the mangroves, being able to tap into a food source that no other fish can reach is a massive advantage. While other fish are fighting over scraps in the water, the archerfish is looking at the buffet in the trees. It has turned its environment into a shooting gallery. The archerfish also shows us that intelligence in nature comes in many forms. We often think of smart animals as those that use tools, like chimpanzees or crows. But the archerfish uses water itself as a tool. It manipulates the physical properties of its environment to achieve a goal. It understands force, optics, and trajectory. It is a tiny, scaled physicist living in the roots of a tree. As the sun begins to set over the swamp, the archerfish continues its patrol. It is a silent shadow in the water, a master of a craft that seems almost magical. The next time you see a ripple on the surface of a pond or a river, look closer. There might be a pair of eyes looking back up at the world above, calculating the distance, adjusting for the light, and waiting for the perfect moment to take the shot. In the world of the archerfish, nowhere is safe, not even the air itself. It is a reminder that nature is always one step ahead, turning the simplest of things, like a mouthful of water, into a feat of incredible engineering. The archerfish is not just a fish, it is a testament to the power of adaptation, a tiny sniper in a vast, green world, proving that you don't need to be the biggest creature in the water to be the most dangerous. It waits, it aims, and it never misses its mark. The story of the archerfish is a story of precision, a story of survival, and a story of how life finds a way to conquer every horizon, even the ones that seem out of reach. In the quiet of the mangroves, the hunt goes on, one silver bullet at a time. This is the art of the archerfish, nature's most remarkable marksman. From the way it shapes its tongue to the way it calculates the curve of the Earth's light, every part of this fish is designed for the kill. It is a living example of how beautiful and brutal the natural world can be, all contained within a body no longer than your hand. As the ripples fade and the beetle disappears, the swamp returns to its deceptive silence, waiting for the next shot to ring out across the water.